Uh, I have forgot to contains as second settings, but now here we can see about the second settings at the moment. Every setting is okay. Yes, every setting is okay at the moment. Well, now let's check it. Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michaela Caesar de Santa, and I am here with you. Accordance with titles, yes, today we are replying Divija Bhasin because of the post. And what is the topic? Your topic is about uh, accountability of Chief Minister Shuvendu Adhikari in the podcast of Chief Minister Shuvendu Adhikari roast. Well, and here today's topic is about Ratna Devnath versus Ajit Doval. And now let's come into the points. What was the post here? And here I was ready to see it. Well, just 1 minute, wait, please. Well, it is a girl's name's Divija Bhasin's. Okay, now let's check it. Why do not man over comments? You go boy, looking beautiful. Your hair looks so pretty on another boy's pictures. Well, I see women comments this thing on the friends post all the times. They are so sweet and supportive. Guesses truth that आदमी ही आदमी के सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन होता है. That means, according to Divija Bhasin at the last statements, man is enemy of man. Well, that is not true. Okay. And now, when I'm saying this, here we can see today's topic is about to roast Shuvendu Adhikari, the Honorable Chief Ministers of West Bengal Provincial State of India. Now, here we can see this why we man roast another man's. Now, here we can see this points. Well, now here is an assembly, dear Divija Bhasins, let's check it. Here is a recent assembly results of Panihari constituencies of West Bengal Provincial State of India, where today's point is it is the girl's name Ratna Devnath. She gets 87,977 here Bangladeshi boards. Okay. Now here we can see these points. Why we do not say you go boys, your hair is pretty, you looking beautiful. Why I don't we boys do not say? And now this is the topics of the moments. Well, here is the moments. It is today's point is about Ratna Devnath versus Ajit Doval. Okay, Ajit Doval. Okay. Now here is the momentums at the points. Who is Ajit Doval? You know him. That is the moments. Okay. Well, and now let's check it. The plans of Ratna Devnath to eliminate our honorable handsome boys Ajit Doval. Okay. Now this here STTP well, now here we can see select all, copy. Now, uh, well, yes, here we could see it here. Ajit Doval is in where? Delhi, the capital city of India. And here in this points, where is Ratna Devnath? Well, Kolkata, the capital city of India, or Panihati, the area nearby Kolkata, the capital city of India. And now, what is the distance between Kolkata and New Delhi? That is where Kolkata is, the capital city of West Bengal provincial state of India. That is here 100. I apologize. 1443 kilometers, 180 meters. That means it's the round figures. It is almost 1.5 thousand kilometers. Okay. And now here is the targeted points. That is your significant notificational moments, and that is the significant points as we have to mention. Well, now in this case, here we could be sure that in that momentums we have notified why we roast Shuvendu Adhikari, because Shuvendu Adhikari could not take any actions uh, against Ratna Devnath, where Ratna Devnath was plan is to eliminate Ajit Doval with a personal cars, where driving distances between New Delhi and Kolkata is 1.5 thousand kilometers. Okay, and now let's check the moments. Now let me discuss about the driving distance here. Departure time versus arrival times. Okay, and here we can see this departure time would be morning. Now here this is the useless fellows. Okay. Now here we could see the departure time would be morning 6 o'clock, June 5, 2026, and arrival time would be morning 6 o'clock, 1 second past, June 5, 2026. And now here is the significant points as this is the momentums, and here this is the justification moments. Well, now here the point to be noticed, why we do not support boys always. Here we support always the boy to be protective for the national sovereignty. And here we can see this moments. Well, what is the cards Ratna Devnath contents against the Ajit Dolls? I mean, what is the card that Ratna Devnath would use against the life of Ajit Devnath? I mean, Ajit Doval? Here, Ratna Devnath's car's velocity would be here 150 kilometer per minute. And here that is the ones, here we can correct the arrival times. Well, velocity is 150 kilometers per minute. Hence, your departure time would be morning 6 o'clock, May 5, 2026. Arrival time on New Delhi would be morning 6 o'clock, 10 minutes past, May 5, 2026. And the target of who is the target of here Ratna Devnath? That is Ajit Doval. And now here is the significant points. That is the significant notifiers at the moment. Now, here is the momentums we could see that why Ratna Devnath is evil. Now here, Ratna Devnath could not protect her daughters from Ajit hospital cases. Now here, in this moment, Ratna Devnath was a criminal as mother. But still, when the Ajit hospitals would be reopened, Ajit hospital case would be reopened, uh, uh, Ratna Devnath is scared because uh, she know her daughter was a culprit and the persons to be assassinator of her daughter is was our world victims in Ajikar hospitals, and that is the cases at the moment. Okay, and now, well, we know that women are supportive, but in which task women are supportive? Women are supportive to protect our world criminal in Arjekar hospital cases. But here we can see this point. Who is the boy? The another boy supports in the case. The boy support only the second boy, who is second boy can contains capability to eliminate the culprit of our work in Ajikor hospitals. And now, let's take at the moments. Well, and here from 5 May to 7 May, and it is the significant points. We Misogynist contains here 7 episodes about here national securities, and we have mentioned that why Mamata Banerjee, the former chief ministers, was the criminals in the topic of the chicken necks of India. Here we misogynist men have mentioned several points. But now, in this moment, we can see the points that what was our feminist moments. Okay. Now here we can see. Well, now here when the several misogynist persons were busy to discuss that how Mamata Banerjee was the culprit in the cases of the significant in the cases of national securities, and and here one of the point is Ratna Devnath. But on the other hand, what was cases of Divija Bhasin? Here we can see. Let's check the shots. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here is 6 shots of Divija Bhasin's. The topics about several topics, but not in the topic to be West Bengal election 2026. Okay. Now here one shot contains here 172,000 views. Another shot contains 118,000 views. Another shot contains here 569,000 views. Another short contains here 37,000 views. Another short contains 601,000 views, and another short contains 114,000 views. Now 1, 6, 5, 12, and here 3. 3 sum by 12 is 15. Here we can see this point. So 1.5 million views was happened in 5 shots of Divija Bhasin's. But none of the this 5 shot was reported that uh, we stand with Abhaya Devnath against here toxic feminist Chief Minister of West Bengal, the Mamata Banerjee. She does not say this. Okay. Well, what? Now here we can see this one and the moments. Now let me check privately. Each video contains 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is 6 multiplied by 15? Here that is 90 seconds. Well, almost here 90 seconds Divija versions 6 shots contains the combination of the duration to be 90 seconds, but even 1 second out of 90 seconds Divija Bhasin did not mention that here we would pray the justice for Abhaya Devnath. Why? Because if Article hospital would be reopened, here everybody know that when the justice contest by verdict, here Abhaya Devnath would be verdict criminals, and here the mother of Abhaya Devnath, Ratna Devnath, would be verdict criminals. Hence, well, but on the second stance, in the same moments, Mamata Banerjee would be verdict criminal in Ajit hospitals court case. Hence, here we could say there's Divija Bhasins to be self-claimed supportive women did not say one word in 6 short to be combinedly 90 seconds. Hence, she did not mention the one word about Mamata Banerjee. But what we are misogynist? We got those 7 podcasts. Now, let's say out of the topics, and now the topic is about Shuvendu Adhikari. Well, and why we man roast man. Here I would mention in the topic of the Shuvendu Adhikari, where keyword is Ratna Devnath versus Ajit Doval. Okay. Now, it is the plans of Ratna Devnath to eliminate Ajit Doval with the car velocity to be driving velocity to be 150 km per minute. Okay. Now let's check the points. What would be the car owned by Ajit Doval to counter the plan of Ratna Devnath? Here, Ajit Doval's car would be with the velocity of 260,000 km per second. And now, here is the momentums. Well, I think here we can mention at the moment. Just I would wait for some time. Okay. Now here we can see what is 1500 kilometers divided by 260,000 kilometer per second. That is almost here 0.006945. I mean 0.00695. Okay. Now here we can see this points. Well, now what is Ajit Doval's departure time? That would be morning 6 o'clock, June 5, 2026, and arrival time would be here morning 6 o'clock, 0.00695 second, again, past June 5, 2026. Now let's check the moments. Here, when here would be the clash between uh, attacker Ratna Devnath versus protective Ajit Doval. In these points, let's check the moments. Which Ajit Dowals we support? Which Ajit Dowals we man supports? Okay. Now Ratna Devnath's velocity is 115 km per minute. 150 km per minute. And here Ajit Dowal's velocity is here 216,000 km per second. Now, where is 150 km per minute and where is 216,000 km per second? It is the significant difference at the moment. And in these velocities here, we hit the particular Ajit Dowal who contains RNAW car with the velocity to be 50 km per hour. On the other hand, we support the particular Ajit Dowal with the car with the velocity to be 216,000 km per second. And here is the points, that is the journeys at the moment. Okay. Now, let's compare the points here. 100, I apologize, 1500 km divided by 50 km hours. That means here we can see this point, here is calculations like that. 30 hours as the 60 main points. It requires the 30 hours. Now what is 30 hours? Here driving time period is here 12 hours per day. Because rest 12 hours in day, the car would relax. Okay? Now here 30 hours means 2 days, 6 hours. Now here is the moments. Let's check at the points. What's going on? Well, Ajit Dowal can attack on Ratna Devnath with the velocity to be 216,000 km per second. Well, here Doval and Divija just I have mentioned. Now, here we can bring the another RNAW man agents with the car velocity width to be 50 km per hour. Now let's take it. Well, Ratna Devnath plans to attack Delhi governments. Here, her velocity is 115 kilometers per minute. Here, departure time is fixed morning 6 o'clock, June 5, 2026. Now let's check the points. What is the arrival times for the RNAW managers with the velocity to be 50 km per hour? Okay. Now, what is 2 days later from the June 5? That is June 7th. Okay. Well, now here the boy to be RNAW agent with the car to be velocity to be 50 km per hour. Arrival time would be afternoon afternoon 12 o'clock, June 7, 2026. On the other hand, Ratna Devnath's arrival time would be on New Delhi would be here morning 6 o'clock, 10 minutes fast, June 5, 2026. Now where is afternoon 12 o'clock, June 7, 2026, and whereas morning 6 o'clock, 10 minutes past, June 5, 2026. And in this moments, here is significant delays to be 2 days, 6 hours. And in this, we do not support the following boy to be RNAW agent because he is too late to protect himself, protect Delhi from Ratna Devnath. But now let's check the momentums at the points. What about the Ajit Doval? Well, now here we can see these points. The both of departure times here is the departure times is same between Ajit Doval and Ratna Devnath. Both of Ajit Doval and Ratna Devnath's departure time is morning 6 o'clock, May 5, 2026. Now let's check the months. When arrival times of Ratna Devnath on New Delhi is morning 6 o'clock, 10 minutes past, June 5, 2026. Ajit Doval's arrival time on Kolkata to eliminate Ratna Devnath arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 0.00695 seconds past June 5, 2026. Now here we can see these points. Who is here we could see here Ajit Doval is super faster than here Ratna Devnath in these points. Now here is my questions. When departure time is morning 6 o'clock, June 5, 2026, as a boy, who is the boy I would support? The boy to be RNAW agent where arrival time would be afternoon 12 o'clock, June 7, 2026, or the boy to be Ajit Doval whose arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 0.00695 seconds past June 5, 2026. Now here is the significant points. And here what is our boy mentalities? Here our boy mentalities is that we boys always support Ajit Doval who can arrive 0 with 0.00695 seconds travel times, and then the boy with a travel time to be here 2 days 6 hours, where both of them driving distance is 1500 kilometers. Okay, now here we can see that is the significant terms, and here we can share our points. Okay, now let's check it. What about our works? Here we can see that here our works is now significant at the moment. Well, now let's check it. What is our works? Here is travel times we have mentioned. Now let's check the kinetic powers. Well, Ratna Devnath is elected MLA in Panihati. Okay. Now, well. Now here we can see these points. Here I contrast just 1 moment. Okay. Now, when Ratna Devnath contains here boards to be 87,977 Bangladeshi boards in the purpose to eliminate Ajit Doval. Here we can see what and her velocity would be 150 kilometers per minute. Now let's take the points here. What is the method of the kinetic powers? Here kinetic powers would be half of weight of kinetic half of weight of Ratna Devnath card multiplied by distance square divided by travel time cube. Okay. And now here we can see this point. Here travel time is 10 minutes. Now what is 10 minutes? That is 600 seconds. Now 1 minute is 60 seconds. We know that. Now here we can see there is the point to notice. Well, 1 minute is now what is travel time cube? That is 216 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 second cube. Okay. Now let's check the points. What is travel distance, driving distance? That is 1500 kilometers. That means here 15 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 meters. Now what is driving distance square? That is 15 square. I mean 225 multiplied by 10 to the power 10 meters square. Now what is half of weight of Ratna Devnath cars? Here we can see this Ratna Devnath cars. Half of weight is 1000 kilograms, and the bond to protect New Delhi from Ratna Devnath with a car with a velocity to be 50 km per hour. His half of weight of car would be 1000 kilograms. Okay, that is same between the boy with the car velocity of 50 km per hour and Ratna Devnath. Now here we can see this points. Ratna as the calculations of Ratna Devnath's kinetic powers. Calculations, that is 100 multiplied by 225 multiplied by 10 to the power 10 divided by bracket of here 216 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 bracket close. And now let's check at the moments. What is 10 to the power 5 divided by 10 to the power, I apologize, what is 10 to the power 10 divided by 10 to the power 6? That is here 10 to the power 4. Okay. What is 10 to the power 4 multiplied by 1000? That is 10 to the power 7. Okay. Now here we can see this moments. Now in this cases 225 divided by 216 is reasonably to be equal to 1. Okay. Now here we can see this is the points the kinetic force of Ratna Devnath's car with the velocity of 150 km per minute is with the kinetic power to be here 10 to the power 7 watts. That is the 10 megawatts. Okay. And now let's check at the moments. So what is the ball to be RNAW agent with the velocity of 50 km per hour? Car kinetic powers calculations. Here we can see 1000 multiplied by, well, before calculating that, let's check it. Now when 50 km per hour with the driving distance to be 100, driving distance to be 1500 kilometers. Now it is almost as like 30 hours. Now let's check it. We know that 1 hour is 300. We know 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Now what is 30 hours? That means, well, 1000 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 300, 36. 36 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1000 seconds. Now what is 36 multiple by 3, that is 108. That means here, well, it is travel time is, well, okay. Now here we can see this points. Now let's take at the moment. Here we could notify that is driving timing is 108,000 seconds. Now, what is driving timing cube? That is here 36 cube multiplied by 27 multiplied by 10,000 cube. What is 10,000 cube? That is 10 to the power 9. And of course, and here, now let's check it, the moments. Well, what is 36 cube? That is 6 to the power 6, that is 45,656. Okay. Now, driving cube is, driving timing cube is 45,656 multiplied by 27 multiplied by 10 to the power 9 second cube. Now let's see, what is the calculation of the boy to be RNAW agent with the car velocity to be 50 km per hour, kinetic powers. That is 1000 multiplied by 225 multiplied by 10 to the power 10 divided by bracket of 45,656 multiplied by 27 multiplied by 10 to the power 9 bracket close. And now, here is the moments. What is 10 to the power 10 divided by 10 to the power 9? That is 10. What is 1000 multiplied by 10? That is 10,000. Okay. Now here calculation is begins. Here 10,000 multiplied by 225 divided by bracket of 45,646 multiplied by 27 bracket close. And here, that is the points to be noticed. Here, that is the momentums at some significant points. Well, here we could see, and here that is the find out the momentums. Well, 225 multiplied by 10,000 divided by 45,656 divided by 37. And now that is meaning that it is almost 1.8253 watts of the is the kinetic power of the boy with the car velocity to be 50 km per hour. Okay. Now let's check the moments. What about the Ajit Doval's cars where velocity is 216,000 km per second? And here, let's check it. Here measurement is of car is complete weights. Well, complete weight of the Ajit Doval car is 2000 kilograms. Hence, statistic energy is, calculation of statistic energy is, here 2000 kilograms multiplied by 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 16 meter square per second square. Because here statistic energy equation is weight of Ajit Doval's car multiplied by velocity of light square, where velocity of light is 3 multiplied by 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay. Now what is 16 sum by 3? That is 19. Well, what is 2 multiplied by 9? That is 18. Hence, the statistic energy of Ajit Doval car is 18 multiplied by 10 to the power 93 joules. Okay. Now, here we can see this points. Now, here is an observations. When velocity is 216,000 kilometers per second. Here, value of lambda would be 0.440977 is the value of lambda subtract by 1. Okay. Now here we know the travel time of Ajit Doval car is 0.00695 seconds. And now let's check it. What is the kinetic powers of Ajit Doval's calculations? That is, yeah, here kinetic powers methods is Albert Einsteinian kinetic powers methods. Well, the Ajit Doval's kinetic power calculation is here 18 multiplied by 10 to the power 19 enter divided by 0.00695 enter multiplied by 0.440977, because equation is here Ajit Doval's statistic cards Ajit Doval's cards statistic energy divided by travel time enter multiple by bracket of lambda subtract by 1. Now let's take the moments, and here calculations begins here 18 multiplied by 0.440977 enter divided by 0.00695 enter multiple by 10 to the power 19. And here we can see that what is the kinetic powers calculations became at the significant results. And now here we could see that is the points to be notified. Well, 18 multiplied by 0.440977 divided by words. Well, now here we can see 0.00695, okay, multiple by 10 to the power 19, okay. Now let's check it what's going on. It is 1.142099 multiplied by 10 to the power 22 watts. Now it is on, that means almost 11.421 quadrillion megawatts is the kinetic powers of Ajit Doval's car. And now it is the points here we can see, that is the moments. Well, as a point to roast Shuvendu, the Honorable Chief Minister Shuvendu Adhikari, we can roast here as the significant points. Ratna Devnath's car can contain 10 megawatts kinetic powers to eliminate Ajit Doval in Delhi as the planning of the Ratna Devnath. But irony is that Ratna Devnath became the chief, irony is that Ratna Devnath became BJP MLA in Panihati constituencies here in West Bengal provincial state of United India. And now, but irony is that knowing that the plans of Ratna Devnath with the car kinetic power to be 10 megawatts to eliminate Ajit Doval in New Delhi, Honorable Chief Minister Shuvendu Adhikari, the BJP Chief Minister of West Bengal Provincial State of India, did not take any action against whom? Did not take any action against Ratna Devnath. In these cases, but in the points, hence we men can criticize West Bengal Chief Minister Shuvendu Adhikari because he did not take any actions against Ratna Devnath in 1 month when he know that Ratna Devnath contents planned to contact our word attack on Ajit Doval in New Delhi with a car velocity to be, car kinetic power to be 10 megawatts. Here, we men are the man to criticize Shuvendu Adhikari for that. But here we can see, iron is that our honorable feminist celebrity, our honorable feminist celebrities, Divija Bhasin, did not state any words about Mamata Bandyopadhyay or Ratna Devnath. Even now, she is not criticized Shuvendu Adhikari in the topic of Ratna Devnath because when Shuvendu Adhikari did not fulfill his accountability to take any actions against Ratna Devnath about the plan to attack on Ajit Doval in New Delhi with car kinetic power to be 10 megawatts. Okay. Now here we can see these points. Well, now let's talk about the points. Well, here what is the complaint of Divija Bhasin's? Here Divija Bhasin's complaint is interesting. Now Divija Bhasin's complaint is that, well, why do not men overcommand? You go by looking beautiful, your hair looks so pretty. Well, this is the rubbish comments. Yeah. Divija Bhasin want that man comments about the men. This is the most rubbish comments. Well, boys comment to be like, you are so beautiful, your hair looking is so pretty, is rubbish comments. Then the comment to be MF, SF, WF, AH word. And now, why it is rubbish? Here I would mention the points. Okay, now let's check it. Well, who is the boy to be when the topic is to conduct a counter attack on Ratna Devnath in Panihati constituencies of West Bengal provincial state of India? Who is the boy to be RNAW agent? I would support as a boy. Here I would mention at the moments. Well, now when Ratna Devnath's plan is to attack on New Delhi, to conduct our war in New Delhi, here her car kinetic power is 10 megawatts. Now, to counter attack the Ratna Devnath, here boy to be RNAW agent with the car velocity to be 50 km per hour contains the car kinetic power to be 1.825 watts. Now, where is 1.825 watts and where is 10 megawatts? Now, here we can see it is out of question to support the boy to be RNAW agent with a car velocity to be 50 km per hour, because according with the plan of Ratna Devnath, she wants to conduct armed attack on New Delhi with a car velocity to be 150 km per minute. But what about the Ajit Doval's car? Now when Ratna Devnath car with the velocity to be 150 km per hour contains the kinetic power to be 10 megawatts. Well, Ajit Doval cars with the velocity to be 216,000 km per second contains the kinetic power to be here uh, 11.8 I mean 11.421 quadrillion megawatt. Now where is 11.421 quadrillion megawatt and where is 10 megawatts? Now here we can see it is clearly it is clear statements. Here Ajit Doval is a test and here Ajit Doval is a best in the purpose to attack a counter attack on well our word criminals Ratna Devnath. And now it is the significant momentums as we could see. Okay, now let's get the moments. Here is the significant points. Well, we men support the man who can protect his national sovereignty and social law enforcement security against the criminal with a car velocity to be 216,000 km per second and kinetic power to be 11.421 quadrillion megawatt with the driving distance to be 1500 kilometers. Now, here is my questions that who is the boy can be eligible to earn my respect? The boy with a car to be velocity to be 50 km per hour or the boy with a car with the velocity to be 216,000 km per second. Now it is a significant national security at the moment. Here Wajid Doval is to defend himself and Wajid Doval has to defend New Delhi or Ajit Doval has to defend here Amit Shah against here, criminal Ratna Devnath. And here we can see, and that is the outstanding for, we can see the points. Now, here when the car kinetic powers 11.421 quadrillion megawatt is a masculine car. Kinetic powers of masculine car. And 1.825 watts is the kinetic powers of feminine car. Now, here is the moments here when now feminine car is here just like an disturbing for our daily task. Well, here when the distance between home versus office is 1500 kilometers, here 1.825 watts to be kinetic powers is a disturbing kinetic powers. On the other hand, 11.421 quadrillion megawatt is the impressive kinetic powers of the cars. And here, that is the moments why we love the masculinity and why we love the misogyny. Because here we misogynists always support the here meritorious boys and we misogynists always support here national sovereignty protective boys. And now this is the difference between Divija Bhasin and we misogyny. And now here is the moments that is here we have mentioned the kinetic powers. Okay. Just for a moment because today is the disturbing point. Achha. And now Here, now let's check it. The boy will to be RNAW agent with the velocity to be 50 kilometer per hour contains here fuel system to be here what? Petrols. But now, and here Ratna Devnath's car fuel system is petrol. And now here you can see this moments. Now let's check it. What is the petrol system at the points? Okay. Now here we can see this is the momentums at the moments. Well, now let's check it. 1.825. Well, now here we can see. Just wait and watch. Well, here what is the when what would be the energies? Well, here 108,000 seconds multiplied by 1.825 watts. That means here the boy with the car with the velocity to be 50 km per hour kinetic energy is 197,100 joules. And now let's check it. We know the petrol's density is 0.0 I apologize. Petrol density is 0.7778 kilogram per liters, and here petrol density. What is the okay? Let me take a breath. What is here petrol specific heat? That is 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. And what is the here petrol highest temperatures? That is 50 degrees Celsius. Hence, the boy with the car with the velocity to be 50 km per hour requires almost 2,534. I mean 2,535 liters of petrol as it requires. But now let's check at the moments. 600 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 megawatts, I mean 10 to the power 7 watts. Okay, that is almost 6 billion joule. Now let's check at the moments. What is the petrol Ratna Devnath records? That is 0.777. Okay, that is almost 77,141,000 liters of petrol. Okay, and now let's check it. What about the Ajit Doval's velocities? Okay, now let's check it here. We can see 18 multiplied by 0.440977 10 to the power 19. Okay, it is 7.9376 multiplied by 10 to the power 19 can joules as a kinetic energy of Ajit Doval's cars with the velocity of 72% velocity of lights. And now, what is the fuel of Ajit Doval's hull? That is artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 99 degrees Celsius. And now, what is the specific heat? The specific heat is okay. Now specific heat is here 15,408 multiplied by 15,408 joule per kilogram per Kelvin is the specific is of the particular artificial solar arc reactor and temperature I have mentioned. And what is the records the moments? The records is 7.7352 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 87 kilograms of artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power uh, 99 degrees Celsius. And now here we can see the points. Well, who is the RNAW agent? We support RNAW agents where measured fuel is here 7.94 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 87 kilograms of artificial solar arc reactor with a temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 99 degrees Celsius, where Ratna Devnath plans to contain 78 million liters of petrol to eliminate Ajit dolls in New Delhi. Now, who is the car? Boys' car we do not support, where the boys' car where fuel is 2535 liters of petrol with the driving distance to be 1500 kilometers. And now here is the significant points, that is the significant motions, and here it is the significant distance. We do not support the boy. Here is the beautiful reasons I have explained that we do not support the boy who contains the car velocity to be 50 km per hour. We support only the boy with the velocity of 216,000 km per seconds. Here we boys are supportive, but you girls are not supportive at the moment. And here, well, in the unconscious points, we have roast both of Shuvendu Adhikari and Divija Bhasin. Now see you then. Khuda Hafiz. Love you. And we support the boys. And come on, boys. Show your love against the girls and show your powers against the Divija Bhasin's statement. Shukran, Habibi.